Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Denied by PjoeterBliep. So we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules. That means in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have fog in the grid. So most of this grid is starting us out gray. We're revealed just this one cell. The rest is gray. The fog could be hiding anything up to a point. It could be hiding nothing. A cell could have nothing in it, and the fog could be hiding it. Or it could have white or black dots in this puzzle, or it could have a given. That's basically what it's going to hide. Basically, we don't know what's beneath the white dot, we don't know what's beneath the gray fog until we've lifted the fog in that cell. Just like here, this has been lifted. Now we see half of these two dots. The way we lift fog is by getting correct digits. So let's say this was a 2, and I got it correct, and I filled a big digit in it, not a little. I'm not going to risk putting a big digit in there because I don't know if it's 2 or not. But if it was a 2, then it would reveal itself and every single cell surrounding it. And so as we complete the puzzle, it's going to reveal the fog and will slowly expand outwards, and that will sort of guide our solve. All right. Now, the point of that is to have a fun guided solve. It's not to just go to this cell here and try 1 through 6 and see which one reveals the fog. Like, you could, but why would you bother? Like, why solve this puzzle at all if you're going to do that? That's not the intent of the feature. All right. We also have white and black dots. We're told there are white dots, even though we can't see any. So let's just say there was a white dot between these two. So I'll just put like white dot there. It's an X, but pretend it's a dot. So digits that are separated by a white dot must be consecutive. So if this was 2, this could be a 1 because 2 is consecutive with 1, or this could be a 3 because 3 is consecutive with 2. If this was a black dot, or like one of these black dots, then that means they have a 1 to 2 ratio, meaning 1 is exactly double the other. So if this was a 2, this could be a 1 because 2 is exactly double 1, or this could be a 4 because 4 is exactly double 2. All right. So that's white and black dots. In addition to that, not all black dots are necessarily given. So if this was 2, good thing those didn't reveal. This was 2, 4. Ignore that. If this was 2, 4, there could have been a black dot between them, but there isn't. And so, and that's fine. Well, we don't know if there isn't, but if there wasn't a black dot, you could still put 2, 4 next to each other because we're not given all the black dots necessarily. Now, if we are given all the white dots, we have a negative constraint on white dots. So if this was 2, 3, then there must be a white dot between them. Otherwise, that's wrong, right? So since we know we're given all of the white dots, we know that we can't put 2 and 3 next to each other unless there's a white dot there. So there's a non-consecutive on any 2 adjacent cells that do not have a white dot. Now, keep in mind that right now, all of the white dots are hidden. There might be a white dot between these 2 cells, in which case they must be consecutive. And we won't know until we lift the fog. So be really careful about where you apply that logic. Just from my own experience there. It's very easy to forget that. All right, cool. And that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link. I guess I should also say that you can put 1, 2 across a black dot, and that's okay. Because it says that if 2 consecutive digits are on the grid, there is either a black or white dot between them. Setter's choice. So there will be some kind of dot between the 1 and 2, but if it's a black dot, that doesn't mean it's disallowed because there's no white dot. It could be either dot. All right, and that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. Okay, so this is our in here. I mean, there's nowhere else to look, right? So thinking about a chain of black dots, there's one of the digits will be the lowest digit. And I can tell you it's not this one. Like if this was the lowest digit, then we'd have to double it here and double it here in order for it to stay the lowest. We can't have it and have it stay the lowest. And that would mean that we repeated that digit in the box. So because of the chain, both ends of the chain, excuse me, oh my gosh, are in the same box, we can't repeat that. There are chains like this. There's a black dot there and a black dot there where you can repeat, and that is allowed, but not here. And so wherever the lowest digit is, it will be in one of these outer cells. If the lowest digit was 1, in one of these 2, we'd double it to make 2 and then double it again to make 4. So that's viable. But if the smallest digit was 2, we'd double it to 4 and then double that again to 8. And 8 is not in the puzzle, so that's not allowed. So from 4, we'd have to go back down to 2, which would repeat the 2. And it's the same thing here. 1, 2, 4, 2, 4, 8 wouldn't work. And so the reality is that this is always a 1, 4 pair. In the middle is always a 2. And that did reveal stuff. All right, so we are going to, let's apply this non-consecutive stuff. So just our digits in general that are left are 2, 3, not 2, are 3, 5, 6. Now 2 can't be next to 3. And now 5, 6 can't be next to 5, 6. If we had a 5, 6 pair here, 5 and 6 would definitely be consecutive, and there's no white dot. So that forces this to be the 3. Now 3 can't be next to 4, so that's a 1. And that makes that 4. 4 can't be next to 5, so that's a 6, and that's a 5. All right, so this box just finishes with just these black dots here. I guess we could just pencil all of these cells around here. I'm not sure what else to do. Maybe we should think about individual digits. Oh yeah, so for example, neither of these can be 3, because 3 can't be next to 2, 3 can't be next to 4. And we have this 3 looking up. So 3 ends up in one of these two. Now there's something interesting about corner marking a digit in two places that are adjacent. But only if we know there's no white dot there. So actually we don't know there's no white dot there, so we can't do anything. But if we knew there was no white dot there, we could eliminate both 2 and 4 from these cells. But we don't actually know that, so we can't do that. That's exactly what I warned about when we went over the rules. So I think I should just at least pencil these. Oh, I definitely should pencil these as well. In fact, let's start here. This is 2, 4, 5, and this is 1, 3, 6. Now, next to 5, you can't put 6. Next to 3, you can't put 2 or 4, so this has to be 5. 2 of 4 removes 3. We know there's no white dot, so that removes 3. Because 3 would be next to the 2 or the 4, so whatever this ends up, it can't be next to 3. I can't do the same thing here because there could be a white dot. 5 can't be next to 4 though, so that's 2 and that's 4. 4 can't be next to 3, and so the 3 goes here. All right, that was nice. Another white dot here. Let's look at these cells now. So I'm just going to start with 1 through 6. Here we move 4 and 6, and 4 can't be next to 3 or 5, so we're down to 1, 2. Here we move 1 and 2 can't be next to 3. Here we move 3 and 5 can't be next to 4 or 6. So that's a 1, 2 pair. So that removes 1, 2 from here. Can't be 3, 5, and 3 can't be next to 4. So we actually get a 6. That's quite nice. That's not 6. So this is all... Oh, is this a 4? It's not 1, 2. It's not 3. Sorry, it's not 1, 2. It's not 3. I think it's 4 or 6, actually. Okay. Now, 6 can't be next to 5. Did I miss any next 2s? 4, 6 can't be next to 5. I got to be really careful to only do it where we don't have white dots. Now, from 4, 5, we need to be, I guess, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that doesn't help. This is consecutive. It doesn't contain a 2. It doesn't contain a 6. So, a nice clean way to think about consecutive digits sometimes is to think how there needs to be one even and one odd number. Because consecutive digits, just by definition, one will be even, one will be odd almost. You know, pick a digit. If it's even, it's going to be consecutive with 2 odds, right? If it's odd, it's going to be consecutive with 2 evens, just because of how division by 2 works. Anyway, 2 and 6 are gone. So if the even digit it has to be a 4. And that means the consecutive digits have to be a 3 or 5 to go with the 4. Now this isn't a 5 because of the 6. Now 3, 4 does eliminate 3, 4 from the ones next to it that don't have a white dot. We know this doesn't have a white dot, so this is not 3 or 4. It's not 1, 2. It's not 3, 4. It's not 6, so it's a naked 5. Now we know there's no white dot, right? Because we would have revealed half of it here. All right, so that's not a 5. That does make this a 3, 4 pair. Handy dandy. That makes this a 1, 2. Now 1, 2 is going to have a 2 either here or here, which will be next to this cell, meaning it can't be a 3. It has to be the 4, and that's the 3. Gives us the 6. This is 4. This is 3 or 5, but it can't be 5. 6 excludes 5, so that's 3. That's 5. All right. Now, this is a 5, 6 pair. This is 1, 2, 3. I'm not seeing a problem there. This is 1, 2, 4. I mean, we can't make it a 1, 2, but we already knew that from Sudoku, so non-consecutive doesn't help there. This is 1, 2, 4. Interesting. So there's no more white dots vertically. This is 156. Okay, so this definitely contains a 5 because the 5's not down here, which means it cannot contain the 6. So if we put a 6 up here, it would be next to the 5. That would be forced next to it. So that is not a 6, meaning that's our 6, that's our 1, that's 2 and 1. So these are not 1s, but the 1 can't be next to 2. So that's 4 and that's 2. That gives us, that's not a 2, that's not a 4. 2 can't be next to 1, so that's 4. 4 can't be next to 5, so that's 6 and 5. That's 1 and 5. That's 2, 3, 1, 1, 2. And then these digits are the 3 and the 6, and we're done. All right, neat puzzle, PjoeterBliep. Hopefully I didn't jump any logic there. Like, it's really easy to think there's no white dot when you don't actually know yet, but I think I was careful about that. All right, cool. Well, let me know how you did, and if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.